the key to unlocking your superpower in one single verse. In Matthew 6:22, Jesus tells the crowd, "The light of the body is in the eye. If therefore your eye be single, thy whole body shall be filled with light." Now, what does that mean? Now, if y'all been following me, y'all know about this book. This is one of my favorite books called Becoming Supernatural, and here's a graphic from that book. In this graphic, it explains perfectly the verse I just read out to you. So what makes your eye single? And how do you make your body fill with light? The answer is right here. When your heart and your mind has a single purpose, a single will, a single intention, an electromagnetic wave will surround your body. This will connect you to the unified field, which as Christians call the spirit. Once you do this, you can essentially ask for whatever you want and attain anything you want on this earth. That is the true superpower. Now, in case you think I'm making this up, there are other people that talk about this directly in the Bible. Mainly the disciple James, Jesus' brother. He talks a lot about prayer and he talks a lot about this subject. In James 1:6, he says, whatever you ask for, ask in faith and to not waver about what you're asking. In the very next verse, he says, why not to waver? If any man wavers in his faith while asking God of anything, he will not get it. In fact, he tells you not even to expect God to give you anything if you're going to waver with your faith. The very next verse after that, he says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. When your mind and your heart are not linked up together, you are unstable. You're feeling one thing and thinking another. You're thinking one thing is this, but your emotions are playing it a whole different way. The link is in my bio for those other videos. But remember, your thoughts are electric and your heart and emotions are magnetic. When you combine them together and make their intention single, your emotions and your thought process line up perfectly. You have complete faith in God. You can obtain anything you want in this world. In Mark 11:23, he says you can literally pick up a mountain and toss it into the sea if you wanted to. But you have to do one thing. You have to have no doubt in your heart and believe in what you said. No doubt. Believe in what you said. No wavering. No double-mindedness. Single heart, single mind, single intention. Complete faith in God. Get anything you want. Now, as a bonus, y'all, I do think this also has to do with cyclopses. As you know, a cyclops was a giant with one eye. But what about they didn't have one eye? What about what they meant was that their eye was single and they actually had two eyes? What these ancient mythos are actually saying is that these cyclops had superpowers, that they could do things that normal humans could not do, that they could get anything they wanted, have anything they desired, that they really meant in these myths that those cyclops' eye was single. The giant's eye was single. Who are the giants again? Children of the fallen angels, the Nephilim. They learned their superpowers from their fathers. Thy eye single. It makes sense about the next verse Jesus said right after he told us about the superpower, in which Jesus says that if your eye is evil, then your whole body will be filled with darkness. And even him himself asks questions, how great will that darkness be? Stay safe and stay prayed up.